at you today with some really cool stuff using SchoolAI. So this is a two-part series. On first part today, I'm going to show you just how it works on both the teacher end and the student side for something that's already created. Part two is going to be me walking you through how I've created some test prep stuff for our math and ELA teachers. So stick around for part two for how to create good spaces and how I did my prompting and stuff. But today I just want to show you how to use this and how it works in the classroom. All right, so this is SchoolAI. SchoolAI is probably one of my favorite AI tools. I have met with their reps a couple times. I am also, full disclosure, an insider in their insider program and have a little bit of inside scoop on their product because I am part of their insiders program. So the nice thing about SchoolAI and what they talked to me about when I spoke with them was that they're not trying to be ChatGPT. They're not trying to be a tool like Magic School that's teacher centered where it's making planning materials and stuff like that for you. They are really about creating these spaces, which are interactive environments for your students. So one of the nice things about it, first of all, is they are called a walled garden or secured garden space is what they call themselves. That means once kids get into the chatbot space you create for them, all they can access is the chatbot that you created based on your prompt. They don't have to have a login. They don't give any personal information. So it doesn't really require anything like that. It's pretty secure. So let's go into how I use this in my class. So the end of careers class, our last project, our last unit is a job skills unit, and the students work on a variety of things from filling out a job application to learning how to interview for a job. I physically cannot sit down and run through an interview with 26 kids 4 or 5 times a day in each class. It's just not possible. And I don't have the resources really to pull in someone to do that for me as well. So what I did was create a chatbot through SchoolAI. So let me show you what I created. So what I did is I went in and I created this chatbot. So I built a prompt. I went in, I wrote the prompt. I'll show you how to do that in video number 2. And when the kids access it, they put in the code I gave, or they use the link I gave them and put in their name. That's all they put in, so that you can identify which kid they are. So this is the chat prompt that my students got for their assignment. So the first thing it did is it asked them 3 different careers and which one they wanted. So I'm going to choose event planner because that sounds like fun. And then I asked for the bot to ask them 5 interview questions. So it is going to ask me some interviewing questions. Can you tell me about a time when you had to organize an event or group activity? One time I planned lunch for my mom. Now, if you notice, I didn't really elaborate at all. Nothing. All right. And so what it's going to do is it's going to push me, because that's what I asked the chatbot to do. It's going to push me to tell it more about that lunch. What some challenges you faced and how did you make it special? It was hard to pick meals everyone would like. All right. I didn't really elaborate again, so it's going to continue to push me to elaborate. All right. How would I use this? Next time I'll give 2 choices for meals. All right. Notice I'm not using capitals. I'm not doing any of that. I didn't ask the chatbot to look at that, so it's not talking to me about that. All right. Let's see. Can you share how you decided on 2 meal options? It felt like it would be better to give guests choices. Now, this is about the time I would hear kids start yelling in my room. Oh my God, Mrs. Jones, this is taking forever. I thought you said it was only going to ask me 5 questions. It's already asked me like 8 questions. Yes, it has. And guess what? You're still on question number 1 because you have not given it enough information to give it a really good interview style question answer. So that's kind of how it starts. At the end, I told the chatbot that at the end of their 5 interview questions, even though it's asked me what feels like 800 questions already, to let them know whether or not they were hired. I had kids come over to my desk. Oh my gosh, I got hired. The chatbot hired me. They were so excited to be hired by the chatbot. So let me show you what the teacher side of this looks like. So this is an example from when I did this with my class. You can see students put their name in. This is kind of its guesstimate of how they did. So you can see how it feels about, how they're feeling about how they're doing. It's giving me a short version of like how they did, those kind of things. Now, if I pick a specific child, let's pick this Kitty Poo right here. He's did a really great job on this. I'm going to click on him, and it's going to give me his exact chat transcript, like the full thing. All right. So he finished. I don't know. So he did finish. This is giving me his chat transcript. Let me see if I can find one with a little bit longer transcript. Oops. So the nice thing is that let's say I get into their chat transcript, um, and I see they need to do a little bit more. I can send it back to them, and it will allow them to get back in and pick up right where they left off, which is really nice. Okay. So, I clicked like 3 times. I did exactly what I tell the kids not to do. Don't click 800 times. It doesn't matter. Okay. So you can see this kid talked to the chat box. There's his second question, question 3. Look at that. He did a really good job. He wrote nice long answers for it. It kept asking him questions. And then look, it says you're on the right track, blah, 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 blah. Let's modify your response. And it showed him exactly how he should respond next time. So I really liked this because it really was an opportunity for the kids to interact with the chatbot in a structured way and do something I could not do myself in my classroom. Like it gave them an interaction that I could not provide. And it kind of gave it to them privately. So if they were struggling, I saw it on my end, they saw it on their end, but not everybody else had to see it. So really cool way to provide a nice, fun, interactive opportunity for your kids so they can do something that you may not be able to do in your classroom one-on-one. Try it out. Stick around for part 2 where I show you how I actually am building some of these things. And have a great day.